Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the report from AEW Dynamite. And here's the man that has always been Dynamite, more Dynamite than J.J. Evans himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1336 of the show. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. As you know, I am here to do another event center for AEW Dynamite. Let's just go over now. You would think that AEW would kind of back off a little bit, okay? But they finally did it. Well, they finally did it. I'll explain to you what the heck had went on. All right? And I'll explain to you why. I probably want to give you some thoughts on the situation. Now, they're supposed to have, let's see, what do we have? Now, to kick off Dynamite, they're supposed to have the World Title Eliminator matchup between Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes. You know what's even funny? This is even crazy. You got a Rhodes fighting a world champion who is a Samoan named Joe. In this case, you get Samoa Joe versus, it's like everybody's thinking that AEW's copying off the WWE. You know, anyway, yeah, because Roman Reigns' real name is Joe Anoa'i, who was part of the Samoan Wrestling Company. He was the world champion for Cody Rhodes to throne him. I say more. So, anyways, the match was supposed to happen, but Swerve Strickland attacked Samoa Joe before the match, putting him to a table. And, So that match is up in the air because of that. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette decided to report on what Orange Cassidy was planning on doing. Is he going to confront Trent Beretta? Now, we've heard that Chris Statlander kind of like got upset with him, and he whispered something to her ear, and they moved on. But instead, the TNT title was on the line. Adam Copeland went up against Penta El Zero Miedo with Alex Abrahantes in his corner, and the TNT title was on the line. Copeland was defending it, and it was a heck of a matchup, too. Could have gone either way, but Copeland ended up picking up the victory. But then as Copeland was about to recover from that match, lights go out, but then the lights go back on. And then Julia Hart appears, and then Brody King was attacking Copeland. But then Brody King was about to hit Copeland with the mist until Willow Nightingale showed up. Willow Nightingale started attacking Adam Copeland. And then Renee Paquette interviewed Lion Hook, that's Chris Jericho, and Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. And Chris Jericho laid out the plan. Jericho, there's one mistake you made right there. You don't reveal your strategy before your matchup. Bro, you're a veteran. You should know this by now, bro. Anyways. Then Renee Paquette ended up continuing to interview new Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston. And, and they were talking about their matchup and all until Adam Copeland and Willow Nightingale stepped up. You see, I think you heard what happened out there. We're going to wait. We'll kick their butts in Dynasty. And then Stokely Hathaway was, I apologize for telling you look like, you smell like Burger King and a pack of Winston's. I apologize. And Eddie King's like, whatever, And it was just too funny. And Will Nightingale and Adam Coleman decided to challenge Julia Hart and Brody King to a mixed tag match next week on Dynamite. That match will happen. Then the Young Bucks were talking about, they're addressing FTR. And they say, FTR, you were good friends with an individual in this video. And it seems, and then they showed the footage where CM Punk and Jack Perry were arguing and pushing and shoving. And everybody broke it up real quickly, and it didn't escalate. And I'm like, that's it? Like that was it? Are they using the exact... look at my face. They're using that exact footage to bring ratings? Are you seriously going to be kidding me right now? You're desperate for ratings so much because the WWE did well. A guy that rooted for you, a guy that basically was once your business partner in AEW, Cody Rhodes, just became the company's world champion. And you decided, well, I'm going to take pot shots. We're going to take pot shots at the WWE. They made your boy Rhodes champion, and this is how, you should be happy for Cody Rhodes. If it hadn't been for the Young Bucks pettiness, and I will elaborate, I think I blame Dave Meltzer for all this, because Dave Meltzer is an idiot. He wants to be satisfied with, and then, and I am sure the Young Bucks and Dave Meltzer are suckling each other's power teats. I mean, come on now. Seriously? Dave Meltzer, this is all your fault, bro. If the WWE and AEW had not been enemy, if you had not stuck your nose in it, if you had not decided to get inside the heads of the Young Bucks, maybe the WWE and AEW could be on a working relationship together, doing business together, to lift each other, have other fellow wrestlers lift each other up. Come on, seriously? I think AEW was created by the Young Bucks just to satisfy Dave Meltzer. Because Dave Meltzer's probably hating the WWE. He's a WWE hater. Listen, Vince McMahon's gone. Everything has changed in business, Meltzer. Shut up, sit there, and like wrestling, huh? What an idiot. Dave Meltzer. That's what I think of Dave Meltzer. And I should call the whammy from Pressure Luck from now on Dave Meltzer. Stop it at Meltzer. So they showed the footage of CM Punk and Jack Perry talking, and then they were shoving, and then officials and referees, and Samoa Joe was there, Chris Hero was there, and separated two of them, and they all went their separate ways. Nothing. Then they addressed FTR about that footage, but then FTR wasn't scheduled. He decides to respond to the Bucks footage, and then they decided that you just gave them more motivation to kick the winners of the Beavis and Butthead Look Like contest, butts for those tag team titles, and I'm talking about the Young Bucks. They're going to get their butts kicked by FTR. FTR's one of them for. Then Renee Paquette interviews Will Ospreay, and then Ospreay decided to take a pot shot at Triple H. What the heck is going on? AEW. I'll tell you one thing. What's next? AEW this coming July comes and invades the WWE, and it's all-out brawl war. Talent's not going to get along because some people cannot keep their egos in check. Good Lord, AEW, come on. Listen, just do your wrestling thing, man. Do your thing. I'll still watch you guys, but still, I watch both AEW and WWE. I enjoy professional wrestling. WWE's trying to bring professional wrestling back. Shut it up. Good Lord. Good Lord. So, anyways. So, anyways. And then Hart addresses Nightingale on the TBS title match. Be careful what you wish for, and I will turn your smiles into frowns and all that. Then the trios matchup: Chris Jericho, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Shane Taylor, the team captain, along with Lee Moriarty and the newest member, Anthony Ogogo. And a little miscommunication causes Jericho and Hook to argue. And then Katsuyori Shibata was by himself trying to put Lee Moriarty to sleep with a sleeper. Here comes Shane Taylor with a kick. And it cost them the matchup. And then when Hook went to go check on Shibata, he tells Jericho to get out of here, leave. He was a little upset. So Renee Paquette interviewed Dustin Rhodes, and he's still medically complete, but he's not going to be at 100%. How do you feel? Does it change your plan? He goes, no. I'm still going to keep going. I'm still going to do my thing, and I'm still going to try to win. There you go. Then the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, the AEW Continental Champion, he took on Cristiano Argento, and Okada won easily. Then Okada grabs the microphone, addresses Pac. He says, I'll accept your challenge at AEW Dynasty. And then Pac comes out to confront Okada. Young Bucks comes in and starts attacking Pac. Here comes Okada. He joins in. And then FTR evens the score. But as the Elite fights back, Okada went with a steel chair. and basically bashed both members of FTR. FTR decided, FTR was hit with the EVP trigger, and the Elite stands tall. FTR and Pac are going to be full of P&V when they get done. Then the Bang Bang Gang addresses the Acclaimed, and they're going to fight them any time. Then they did a Charleston champagne toast with Timeless Toni Storm, Thunder Rosa. But as they're about to do a special toast, she splashes the water in Thunder Rosa's face, and Timeless Toni Storm starts pounding on Thunder Rosa. And then they were both brawling until Deonna Purrazzo comes out, and then she chases out Toni Storm, and Luther's like, no! Look at that squeaky voice. I didn't know that voice was that squeaky. And then she tried to help out, check on Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa shows off and looks at her and walks away. A little tension between the two of them. And then Mariah May comes out, and Toni Storm gave her a kiss to motivate her to go to the ring to go up against Anna Jay. The two had fought it out, and Mariah May did win the matchup, but Anna Jay decided she was cheated out of the matchup, and she was locking into Queen Slayer sleeper hold on Mariah May, and it was about to fade away. Here comes one of my newest favorite wrestlers from Stardom, Mina Shirakawa, and she's looking very gorgeous, coming down, chases Anna Jay away, holds up Mariah May, gives her a sip of champagne. They would show some of the champagne, and I think Mina Shirakawa was mimicking Timeless Toni Storm. But you know what, though? Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. I want to see that matchup. Two of my favorite ladies going at it. I love me some Mina Shirakawa. Then Alex Marvez interviewed Mercedes Moné as she talks about the TBS title matchup between Julia Hart and Willow Nightingale. And as they were talking, the lights go out. Mercedes Moné lights went back on. Mercedes Moné got laid out. Someone was beating up on Mercedes Moné. I'm thinking it's either Julia Hart or Sky Blue, and Alex Marvez can get some help. Then the world title eliminator match of Samoa Joe versus Dustin Rhodes did finally happen, and despite Samoa Joe getting hurt, he busted Dustin Rhodes wide open, and Samoa Joe won the matchup. And then Swerve once again attacked Joe after the matchup, and then the locker room came out, and security in order to separate the two, but then Prince Nana grabbed Joe's title and held it, and had a smile on his face and did the dance. Did the Swerve dance. So, like I said, that footage that the Young Bucks did, my good friend Jordy Scout said they're making a mistake doing it. They did it. I think they're going to regret it, and it seems like FTR's had enough. It's going to have a civil war. And believe me, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the AEW wrestlers decide to leave and say, hey, the WWE's gotten better again. Let's see if we can go back there. Who knows for sure what's going to happen? I don't know. So is it a mistake on the Young Bucks' part to play that? And most people are saying that it vindicates what Punk has been saying all along. Punk was telling the truth. Yeah, there was just a push and a shove and an argument, and everybody separated them, and they all walked away. Nothing big. No big brawl. That's all that happened. And it seems like the Young Bucks are favorite, and the Young Bucks are so immature. And I blame Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer has filled their heads with so much crap. It's not even funny. Yeah. And if it had not been for Dave Meltzer, I think AEW and WWE would have worked together, would have gotten along. But no, it's Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer wants his thing to do it all way. Dave Meltzer isn't. I want 5-star matches and all that. I'll tell you one thing. So one of these days, somebody's gonna put a 5-star beatdown on Dave Meltzer if he's not careful, because he keeps running his mouth about that. That's what's going to happen. Man, Dave Meltzer is a moron. He's a You know what I mean? Somebody slapped Dave Meltzer back to reality, man. Let me tell you what, can we enjoy wrestling without listening to that moron for once? Without that moron, Dave Meltzer? Please, can we do that? Huh? I think Dave Meltzer shouldn't be a wrestling fan, to be totally honest. That's my personal opinion. But then again, if he wants to be a wrestling fan, that's fine. But I just like watching AEW and WWE and TNA. I like watching professional wrestling. It doesn't matter which company. You have anybody got a problem with that? They can go themselves. I don't care. So, that's my opinion on that whole Young Bucks footage and all that crap. But I love Tony Storm. I love Mina Shirakawa. Gonna be a heck of a deal. All right then. I'll see you guys. This is all the time we have on the show for episode 1336 of the show, and I will be tomorrow. Like I said, we'll have Network Throwdown Thursday, but also we're gonna have we are going to have Popcorn Panel Podcast on at 3 o'clock on the David 3000 Network, and Rant and Rave episode 235 tomorrow night 8 on the Brandon Martin channel, and we get TNA. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. Excuse me. Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, door for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with A Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.